record in number of takes in a one-take video. This one is the creme de la croix. Is that the term? Creme de la croix? Anyway, this one is my masterpiece. It's been 10 times trying to read a letter. And the last time I did it perfectly right, and the phone rang. It was a wrong number. Blast it. Well, I'm going to try it one more time. I actually like to wait until a video gets about 500 views before I make another one. I don't like to make too many videos, you know. But a letter came this week, and it was written in hand. Yes. That's what they look like. That's how letters used to look like years ago. And it pertains to a video I did sometime back called Homosexuality is Evil and Satanic, a Reply. It was about a 16-year-old boy who hung himself. And his mother listened to my talk show, and we were doing gay jokes, and I saw this video about homosexuality being evil and satanic. So I replied to it, and I read the suicide note from this 16-year-old kid. And it's got a lot of views. And a letter comes in the mail. And I wanted to read the letter. It had to do with the reason the letter was written. He wanted me to. So I'm going to do it. This is the rest of the story for that video. That's part 1. This is part 2. It says, Jerry, Doug gave me your address. I'm not sure who Doug is. I think he was a producer on the show many years ago. Lives up on Bainbridge Island. You do not know me, but you do really know me. I just watched your video on YouTube about homosexuality. I'm Steve. Don was my brother, and you spoke about him and I in your video. Somehow you imply that you feel somewhat responsible, maybe even in a small way, for what happened with Don. You must understand you are not. You remind me of Paul Harvey. Plays to my ego. I like to hear that I remind people of Paul Harvey, though I don't. I don't really sound like Paul Harvey. So here is the rest of the story. 3 days before Don hung himself, we were getting ready for bed. Don hit me with a pillow, and I hit him back. He said, "Does that upset you?" I hit him again with a pillow. I play this over and over in my mind every day. This night, I remember very well every second. Don became very serious and said, "I have something to tell you that's going to upset you more than the pillows." And I said, "What is that? Tell me." Don's eyes were filling with tears. He didn't speak. And I said to him, "We're brothers. Don't cry. Tell me." He could barely manage to say it. He spoke with the voice of a child that I'd never heard from him before. He whispered it. He looked to the ground, not at me. He said, "I am gay." And I said, "What?" I made him say it a second time. He tried, but I interrupted and said, "I'm going to tell Dad." And Don said, "I love you." And I said, "Don't ever say you love me again." Damn my words. Fag. Don stopped crying. And now, in a very serious voice, he said, "Give me 3 days. Please, let me tell Mom and Dad in my own way. In 3 days." He told us all. Dad asked, "Steve, how could you not know?" I said I didn't, but I did know. I really love my brother. They're all gone now. Please do a video and say, if someone you love says they are gay, please think before you speak and kill them. Please. Thanks. What happened to Don was all my fault. You had nothing to do with it. Mom and Dad, all my fault. I subscribed. I'm going to do exactly what you asked, Stephen. If somebody that you love says they are gay, think very carefully how you respond to that. But, Stephen, I should like to talk to you, and I don't know, because I've had several subscribers this week, and none of them are named Steve, so I don't know how to respond to you. But I'm very sad and sorry for what you've been through, and I have no words, but I would like to talk with you. Anyway, that's the video for this week, if you will excuse me.